Hello guys! So while here on my walk, I wanted to record a video to start and open a discussion about a topic that I think a lot of people might not feel so comfortable to really dive deep into. And the emotion that I'm talking about today is jealousy. Okay, so think about your life and how does jealousy show up in your life, and whether or not you are consciously aware of that emotion, or is it something that you feel and you suppress and you just kind of swallow it up and you don't actually explore where that emotion is coming from. Okay, so somebody recently gave me a book and it's called Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz, and I started reading the book and it started to kind of really all to unfold in front of me, because I recently been really questioning what is love. What is truly love, and what is the whole thing entailing? Because I think that living in our modern society and the way everything has been kind of unfolding over the last few centuries, that people don't really know what true love is. There's a lot of attachments and expectations and rules and laws, and when people get married, the first thing that they do when they say their vows is that they promise all these things. They set these expectations for each other. I promise to love you, forever, in peace and in harm and in health, or whatever they say. I don't exactly know. But point being is that we set these vows and, we promise these things and we set these expectations. So, a couple months, years down the road, when those expectations are no longer being fulfilled due to personal changes, due to relationship changes, your marriage falls apart. Because the foundation of your marriage originally was already at fault. Because based on a book that I am reading, The Mastery of Love, he talks a lot about love and how it is completely ruthless when it comes to not being attached to anything. I love you because I love you. I love you because you are who you are right here and right now. I don't love you because you can do this for me. I don't love you because you give me this. I don't love you because you make me feel this way. I love you because it's just pure and it's innocent and it's compassionate and it's kind, and it doesn't have anything else attached to it. Okay, so when it comes to love and when it comes to jealousy, I think it's an important topic for us to really discuss, because think about our relationships. In my work right now, I'm really diving deep into exploring sacred sexuality and conscious relationships. And honestly, right now, my own journey is with myself, of really exploring what is conscious relationship with myself and with my partner, and really trying to understand where do I fit in on a scale of unconditional love. And do I really truly love someone unconditionally, or do I still attach expectations to it? Because to be honest with you, I really do have expectations for the way I want my partner to be. There are certain things, characteristics, and values that I, in a way, expect for that person to have. And this is where I'm in my own kind of debate, a difference between having standards and having expectations. Because I think they're different. Having standard for someone to be a certain way is one thing, but I think when you expect them to be something that they're not already, then that's a different story. So in the book, Miguel goes into talking about how when we meet somebody, we have this dream of what we think this person is. Okay, don't forget, we are all dreamers, we are all creators, we're constantly manifesting and creating our own reality here. So when you meet somebody, and you go on a date, let's say, in your mind, you have this idea of what this person is like, okay? And when you meet them, some things might be in alignment and you feel really good and you feel the attraction. And in your head, you still have a vision of what this person is like, okay? So, and that person has a vision of you, of what they think you're like. Okay, so unless you meet and you start off on a conscious relationship where you discuss your values, your visions, your boundaries, unless you discuss and you get really, really vulnerable at a point where you are really sharing your truth with the person that you're with, then both of you are putting on a mask to pretend to be that person in your head. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you meet individuals in your life, you truly don't really meet who they are when they are alone, because they're putting on this mask to be something that they think you might like. Do you know what I'm saying? So we walk around our daily lives putting on these different masks in front of different people. You know, just imagine the way you are with your family. Okay, that is one person. Imagine the way you are with your loved one, with your partner. What about how are you when you're at work? Or when you are with different groups of friends? Okay, so in a way, I'm sure that you can relate. There's different personalities and there's different characteristics that you embody when you are in front of different people. But who you truly are is someone else. Who you truly are is how you are when you are at home by yourself. When you take off the mask, you take off the clothes, and you sit there in your room and you feel what it is that is you. Okay, inside all of us, there's a void. There is a void for connection. There is a void for love. There's a void for feeling fulfilled. And a lot of us are seeking to fulfill that void from exterior sources, relationships especially. So when we are looking to fulfill this void, we are searching for love. Because love is that feeling that really makes us feel good. It's the highest vibrational frequency there is. So when we think we find love, and this person gives us this almost like a little bit of drugs. Think of love as like a little drug. And he gives you a little bit of drugs and you feel the love and you feel so good, you know. And then as time goes on, you start to have that fear that, you know, what if this person no longer feeding me this love? And that's when attachment starts to happen. You start to become attached to this individual who is giving you love. Why? Because inside you have a void. And the void is the fact that you haven't given and you haven't developed that love for yourself. So you are constantly seeking for that love outside of yourself. Okay? And I'm slightly getting off topic as I'm kind of weaving into different aspects here. But when it comes to jealousy, the truth is, if you are jealous, you are in an attached relationship. You are in a relationship where you are feeling like you have to have the control. Okay, so this is why right now it is really important for me, at least, to really explore what is conscious relationships. Even I'm learning about polyamory, I'm learning about true monogamy, I'm learning about what kind of relationship I want to have in my life that's gonna reflect all the values that I'm holding within, the values that are of true freedom, true love, true relating with another partner on equal basis. I want a partner who is on my level. I don't want somebody who I'm going to have to constantly feed love because they're not feeling like they have enough. And I don't want to have to feel like my partner is not giving me enough love. Okay, so because we are the dreamers of our reality and we create our reality from within ourselves, we have to build the foundation of that ideal relationship that we are seeking outwards with ourselves. Okay, so the divine union of bringing in the masculine and the feminine energy within yourself, learning to embody the God and the goddess within you, learning to tune into that feminine, intuitive, creating, flowy aspect, and then learning to embody the male aspect of stillness, of precision, of focus, of action. Okay, so when we are able to intertwine these two energies harmoniously within ourselves, then the partners that we are going to be attracting are going to be on that same frequency. You see, we attract what it is that we are on the inside. So if you are feeling jealousy in your relationships, you need to go ask yourself, why are you feeling this way? Do you want to control your partner? Do you not have trust in your partner? In fact, I believe that many couples should have conversations about jealousy quite often, because that actually helps you to explore a little bit further into each other and helps you understand what it is that might be missing in a relationship that should be worked on, so then those feelings can no longer be there. Okay, because like the current marriage system where you get married and you are monogamous and you only have sex with one person for the rest of your life and it's only you two, like that idea to me, it feels really outdated. What I don't understand about it is, you know, you become married and you're still able to share. You can have friendships, you can have other relationships with people, you can share laughter, you can share, you know, emotional support, but then you cannot share sex. So we are putting sex into this other container, as in, you know, you're only mine. I want the control of your sexual relationship because I have fear that you maybe might leave me. Okay, so this is just my perspective, but I'm just trying to really open and inspire doors for people to start looking into other ways of relating with each other, and to really try to understand what kind of relationship are you seeking. Because monogamy is totally beautiful, and you know, I was in a monogamous relationship for the longest time, and it's still possible. You can still have monogamy, but what I'm trying to get to is for us to understand, where are we limiting ourselves in our expansion? What actions, what rules are you setting in your own life, in your relationship life, that you are setting yourself in a box where you're not allowed to grow and be free? See, for me, what I feel like a true liberation in a relationship is this. Two people come in union together. They are open, they communicate, they express their needs, they express their desires. They are open with each other about, you know, their desire to perhaps be sexual with other people, perhaps have another intimate emotional connections with other people. Because why? Because I truly believe that one person cannot satisfy all of our internal needs. And it's absolutely selfish of us to think that this one person that I love so much has to give me all of that. It's crazy, because they can't. So this is why we have so many people in this world, and every one of us has beautiful gifts to offer. So when we are able to open ourselves up energetically and say, I love you, you have these qualities, you compliment me, you help me embody my highest and greatest potential, then you set yourself for freedom to have this partner explore the same thing. And whether they want to explore, you know, sexuality with other partners, whether they want to just have another person to whom they can go and talk to, that's up and open. Like, there shouldn't be limitations. Like, one person shouldn't feel that they can't go do something that they really want. I don't think that I should, you know, prevent myself from having experiences that I feel like would benefit me on multitude of levels because I fear that my partner might leave me. Because if my partner doesn't understand that this is something I really want to experience, and it's coming from the heart, it's coming with good intentions, then if you're trying to control my life and my experiences, then you technically don't respect me. You don't respect me, and you don't trust me to make the right decisions for me. And that's where we are really diving into conscious relationships and really exploring the path of what it is to be in a relationship that's coming from true unconditional love, rather than a relationship that is coming from fear and control. Okay? So I've just given you guys a lot to think about, a lot to consider. Thank you so much for watching and staying with me. Say hi if you're watching, share, and leave some comments if you have any feedback, if you have your own exploration that you would like to share of this particular topic. But just know that we are creating all of this from within. So the most important message to take away is start building that relationship with yourself and create that sacred union with yourself, so that when you are in alignment and you are ready, you will manifest that partner that you are truly ready for. Okay? All right, you guys, blessings. See you next time. Take care.